and eventually death of Tyrg Turupov. Former aspiring microbiologist whose career plans changed drastically when the infection hit. So right now I'm still looking for mainly a sharpening stone. I'm desperately craving a sharpening stone. Just because soon enough we're gonna need to be building more crates at the base. But shit gets broken, you know, saws and hatchets and stuff. And it's not like we're on any overstock of any of these. And this guy right there just heard me. Knowing this game, I thought for a second there he might be able to go up like the metal sheet that's right beside the cabin, the shed. But it was not to be. Other things I'm always on the lookout for and that I'm always happy to find is 22 ammo for the Mark II, as well as food and drinks, just because it keeps me replenished. Looking for basically everything at this point. There's wellies right there. Like, I get that it's an item, but wellies in Sakhal, really? Ever used rain boots when it's like freaking cold outside? Like, I'm from Canada, so I know what it is when it's cold outside, and trust me, you don't want to be in the cold with wellies. Like, what the fuck are you doing with wellies out there in the cold? And that's not a position anyone wants to be in. So you know what? I came and checked whatever. I didn't go to the restaurant or downtown. I just went through. So if I stay on the up road here, gonna go through a few more houses. You know, might as well while I'm here. And if I get a rope or anything, maybe I'll go fish. I wish the ice could break. That'd be an extra challenge. Imagine walking on a lake, you're a little too heavy, but you're impatient and you want to go. And then bam, cracks. And then you're in this new ordeal now, you know. Would be more realistic, but then again, zombie apocalypse, so how is it ever realistic anyway? Unless zombies become a reality someday, but trust me, you guys like it in the game, but if it happens in real life, we're gonna shit our pants. Especially if it's those World War Z zombies, you know, that can like form towers and climb on top of one another and stuff. So let's go see what that diner has to offer. As I said before, not too worried about the food thing. It's just that I don't know why I'm comfortable being in the full whites. And I know I'm not gonna get that unless I eat some good food out there. Like I said, like either I hunt, get fish, anything. At this point, that's what it's gonna take. Get it on these 2 caps. I'm going to be crafting rags. I guess I'm gonna go for eventually, I guess I'm gonna go for a little fishing session. Oh, still have food to eat though. That's good. So our base is in the south, and we're close to Nogovo in the southeast. Now I know there's 2 doors to this building, so I'm gonna be secure by just closing the both of them right now. I'm gonna look at the first floor, see if I can find anything. There's lots of fireplaces in these houses, and if you want a base in the city, all you need is 2 gates, well, or a fence. And lucky you got it all locked. Of course, there's lots of windows to cover, but then again, you can just more specifically cover certain parts. So there's a lot of flexibility to be had here. Like, I've not played Sakhal enough to ever take the time to build in one of these, but I've always liked them for that. It provides you with a lot of space, lot of, as I said, flexibility for your storage and anything you might want to do. I need 12 rags. 2 shots of 6 rags. My wife is on her way back from work. Alright, so more rags. I still need to be looking for... Sharpening stone is ideally, ultimately what I want to put my hands on. That's the coveted item right now. I really need to find me a sharpening stone. As I said, because this is a PV server, but in terms of loot, it's sort of hardcore-ish. You don't get a lot of stuff when it comes to looting. To be honest, I like that. I like that it's more like grindy and stuff. Never been a fan of them boosted loot servers. I mean, if you want to pick up and play type of game, you know, or like, you know, those PvP servers where you spawn with all military stuff and like you just go in PvP battles, that's fine. I like that once in a while too. But when I really want to play the game as, dare I say, it was intended to be played, then in this case I avoid any sort of boosted loot like the plague. Oh. I was about to say I had not seen a zombie in a while, but I guess that that streak is over now. I'm gonna be able to make a rope. So I guess I'll have that going for me. A nice rope. I will leave the extra rag I had behind. Whenever I need to make a fire, I'll easily be able to find what's necessary. Now I'm going to be strutting around with my screwdriver here. I hear some ruins and other houses. Gonna check that out. Oh, a shovel. I'm gonna take it for a few minutes because this will fetch me a lot of worms when I get to planning and building my fishing rod, my makeshift fishing rod. It's not gonna get me like the best fish I can have, but I mean, even 33% of a fish is already a great portion. Provides great nutritional value. And I'll be able to put myself right back in the game. Oh, right back in the game. To most of you watching this, you must be thinking I'm paranoid and like, yeah, you're still fine, your food is full, blah, blah, blah. And it kind of is. So I may wait a bit before going fishing, but since I'm close to the sea, and I'm not planning on staying for too much time, I will go fish, I think, before leaving the area. As I said before, fish, make a fire. Oh, a can of something, that's good. It's not like I was about to be thirsty, but it's gonna buy me some more time when it comes to handling my thirst. I actually love this house. It's not totally remote from the rest of the town, but just gonna look at my map because I don't feel like I'm supposed to see all the houses. Oh yeah, okay, I get it. Because the houses and the ruins and the marshes, it's pretty cool. I love it, actually. As I often said, I don't like this town, but like the more, it has a lot to offer still. I like the landscape of the town. I could have been a bit more careful But I'm not too worried because I knew there was not going to be a lot around. And you know, I've been playing this game long enough that, you know, I know, well, I know. I think I know sometimes what situations I can afford getting myself into and what situations I should avoid at all costs. Oh, a saw. Jesus. Okay. Well, it's not a sharpening stone, but it is going to be great for us to build those extra crates that we need back at the base. So I'm going to fish, and I think slowly but surely I'm going to be making my way back to base. I would have preferred the sharpening stone, to be honest, but I'm really happy. I'm really satisfied with the saw. Jesus Christ, sorry. Like I was concerned, I was focused, I was looking like right in front of me, and then like my head got sidetracked there for a second. Okay, so that's the kind of lodge. He's walking around though. Alright. So I'm gonna take the shovel and dig myself a whole lot of worms. I think it's gonna provide me 3 or 5 whenever it's ready. No, that's 3. Alright. I have a jig back home, but I don't really want to go back there. Like, I mean, wait. So see, 5 worms is enough. So I'm gonna keep my 5 worms. And then I need a stick. I'm gonna use my screwdriver. Need the long stick. That's supposed to probably use a long stick. Oh, I cannot with a screwdriver. Alright. So I need to craft an improvised fishing rod, and then after I will need to craft wooden hooks. Actually, it's not the most fun process to be splitting some short sticks, and then after we be crafting hooks. All right. go fish. Again, if you're on a PvP and you're fishing, try and do it. Like, you know, if you have like herbs or grass that's higher and you can like hide in there. But again, this is PvE, so I'm not too worried. I'm in the open, but it's not like it's gonna get me killed or anything. So basically what I'm gonna do is try and get a few fish to bake. And then afterwards, I'm gonna use that stick to make short sticks and make a fire out of it. I hope that missed me a fish. It did. Alright, so another worm. More fishing. Of course, if I had a real hook, it'd be better. If I had a... When you have the hook and the fishing rod, you get 100% fish. It's awesome. A jig will also help you get a lot more out of the fish that you get. It's gonna be nighttime pretty soon. I don't know that I have the space for all the fish. Alright, I got 2. It's better than nothing, but now I gotta drop some stuff. Easy peasy. Where's the other one? Did I not get... Oh yeah, I got 2 fish. Okay. Alright, so I'll find myself a house to make a fire in. There's one right over there. It looks like a ruin, but... Nice. So I'll have rags and sticks to start a fire. I'm gonna leave the fish here. I'll try and get a little more wood for my endeavors. Now, you know what? I can afford making some firewood out of logs, because I still got hatchets at the base. So wasting this one is not the end of the world, honestly. And there are no Z's close. So I'm gonna be fine for a little bit. So there you absolutely go. Now it's time for me to gut my fish. and cook it. Even a little caviar with it. That's mine, I'm gonna take it. It's not gonna be the biggest of meals, but it's gonna do a fine job for me, short term. I'm gonna drink that kvass. So I'm gonna make some more hooks another time. And I've used the screwdriver for what I wanted. I've used the worms for what I wanted. And that's all stuff that's easy to get back. So I've got a good lighter here. So I've got something to eat to make my way back home. And I think my wife is back from work. That's all my fish is ready. I have got all my buffs, so it's gonna be it for now. And I'll log back on when it's time to go back to base. So thanks for being around, people, and I'll see you soon. Like and subscribe, bitches.